Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me, and today I'm going to make a card using the Sea of Textures stamp set and the matching Under the Sea framelits dies which coordinate. They also bundle together and you can get a special price of 10% off if you use a special item number, and you can get them both at 10% off, or you can buy them separately. It's completely up to you, but these are beautiful and I haven't used them, so it'll be nice to shell those out. Also, I'm using the Waterfront stamp set and I'm just going to use this gorgeous little splatter, and I'm also using the dynamic subtle dynamic textured embossing folder and I'll be using these today for this card. Now, I haven't done this card before, so it's just going to be a work in progress, and I hope you like the process. So what I'll be using is Whisper White thick cardstock, and I've cut it in half, the A4 sheet, and scored it in half again, and that gives an A6 card base. You can use whichever card base you feel comfortable with in your region, wherever you may be from. So there's no right or wrong. And I don't get hung up on measurements because I think it just ruins the fun. So you use whatever you feel is right for you. And I think this type of card works with any kind of card base, whatever that may be. I've also got a layering piece of Whisper White cardstock, just regular, and I've just trimmed that down. But what I'm going to do is some ink blending just in the background, but very, very subtle. So I'm going to bring out my craft sheet because I love using it. And of course my lovely makeup brushes. And I'm using Melon Mambo. Now, I'm using unusual colours today for a sea-themed card, but I thought it would be just fun. So I'm just going to get some Melon Mambo, but I'm going to tap off quite a bit because I want it subtle. And I'll just go just very subtle. So it just provides a nice subtle pink. Just a little bit more. And just in the left-hand corner, and that's all I'm doing. So put that away for now. So it looks like that. See, it's just very subtle pink. I'm just going to wipe off all of that Melon Mambo. Okay. And I'll clean this before I forget, because I will forget, knowing me, and then I'll contaminate my colours, and I don't want that. Alright, so I'll be using a few stamped images, so make sure I've cleaned that right off. Okay, I think that's clean now. What I'll do next is I'm going to stamp a few little images from this stamp set. So I'll be stamping that netting in the background, as well as this looks like bubbly texture. With that bubbly texture, I'm going to stamp that in Gorgeous Grape. As I said, this is going to be an unusual sea-themed card, so I'll just stamp that. Then I'm going to stamp it off about 3 times. And I'll just stamp it in the background like so. And I'll do it again, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 4. So it just looks like that. Nothing spectacular. Alright, I'm just going with the flow on this one. I hope it turns out nice. If not, you'll see all the mistakes just on here. The next thing I'm going to stamp is this netting image over there. And I'm going to use Melon Mambo for that. I'm going to ink that up in Melon Mambo, and then I'm going to stamp it off twice and just go over the top like that. Okay, it looks like rubbish now, but I think it will turn out nice in the end. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll just clean that off as well. Then I've got this little image here, and that is like a little, like a coral or a vegetation of some sort. I don't know what that is. So I will just use Gorgeous Grape again, and I'm going to stamp it off only once, and I'm going to stamp it down there, down the bottom, like that. And then I've got, clean that off, and then I've got the smaller one, just this one over here. Going to use Melon Mumbo again. And I'm going to stamp it off once, and I'll just put it down there. So it looks like that, okay? Then, this looks like a hot mess, but I hope it will turn out nice in the end. Let's clean that off. All right. Then next, I'm going to get my basic grey, and with the waterfront, I'm going to use that image, that splatter. It's the right amount of splatter. I quite like that. And we're just going to do like a collage-y kind of an image like that, and then just wherever, just random, like that and like that. So it looks like that with the splatters. I'm just going with the flow. I hope it turns out. It's just an idea, and I hope it turns out. That's all I can say. All right. So we've done that. I'm going to now get to my Big Shot. So I'll just take away my craft sheet for a moment. I'm going to get my Big Shot. And I'll take out the thin die adapter and one of my plates. And then I'm going to get the Subtle Dynamic Embossing folder. Going to put that sheet right in there. Put the cutting pad on top. Make sure it's nice and square on inside the Big Shot, and then oh, look at that texture. Isn't that beautiful? I just love this embossing folder. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love the subtleness of it. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring back the thin die adapter and another plate, and I'm going to get some vellum. Okay, I'm going to do some cutting. I'm going to use the netting image just here. So I'll just take that out. I haven't used this, so this is going to be stiff as anything. Right there. So I'm going to cut that out. I'll take that out in a minute, but how beautiful and intricate is that? Love it. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some, with these dies, with some white cardstock. I've got some scrap cardstock lying around here, so I'll just bring it up. So these are just scraps I have lying around, so that's just going to be white, with the white there. And we'll cut those out as well. Oops, sorry, I'm moving the camera. And just for now, I'm going to put the Big Shot away, but I will be bringing it back. Okay. Now I'm just going to use my die brush. And I've released the paper. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to do this as well. And that's just beautiful. I love those. I'll pop these away. Oops. I have dropped things. I'll just get that die because I don't want to lose it. And I just dropped that, so. Okay. Now, with this sheet of cardstock, excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink blend some colour. Now, remember in my previous video I showed you how to ink blend your cardstock. So I've done this all with white cardstock. So if you've got limited supplies, you can actually make something really fun and unique. So I'm going to bring back my lovely Melon Mumbo and Gorgeous Grape. And I'll start off with the Melon Mumbo. And I'm just going to do full strength kind of stuff, like that. Okay, that's the Melon Mumbo. I don't care, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of this. It does not have to be perfect. I was in the mood for pink and purple. Kind of reminds me of the 80s. So I love how intense that is. And again, you can use these little scraps for so many things, and that's why I don't throw them out. Okay, the next one I'm going to use is Gorgeous Grape Super Dark as well. So I'm not going to even blend that out. Just, oh, isn't that a beautiful, intense purple? I love it. Again, I don't want it perfect. I want there to be gradients of colour. You can go nuts with this kind of combination of things. I just love it. So I'm just going to clean that up. Okay, I'll take that away. Clean my stupid, it's not stupid, but clean my brush. Make sure it's really, really clean. Okay, I think I've cleaned that now. Now, with this piece of cardstock, I'm going to bring back my Big Shot. And I've got the Big Shot platform, thin die adapter. I'm going to put this cardstock here. And I'm going to use the sand dollar image. So right there, doesn't have to be perfect. And the little one. Put that over there. I'm going to put my cutting pad on top and crank it through. Okay. Okay, and that's it with the Big Shot. So I'll just get... Now, how cute is that? I love it. And then it's got, oh, that didn't cut through very well. Might put it through again because it's got holes in it and I want it to cut through. Otherwise it just looks like nothing. Hang on. Yeah, I'll pop that through again, the Big Shot. But look, it cuts out a cute little star which you can use on the inside of the card. Which will look really pretty. So I'll keep that out there. So that looks good. I don't think that one has holes. No, it doesn't. I thought it did, but it doesn't. There we go. Okay, it did cut out well. User error. As I said, I haven't used these before. All right. So I'll pop these away. So they're all in the one spot. Because knowing me, I will lose all of my little bits and pieces. All right. Now, this is now the top of the front panel there. Now I like to add elements of white just to break down the too much colour. And then these will be like so as well. Like I'll just figure that out slightly. But I think that looks really pretty. Isn't that nice? Alright, now with the vellum, there's bits here, so I'm just going to get my die brush and just go over the top of that, just on my hand. So I've just finished pushing through all of my little teeny tiny bits and pieces. Now this is vellum cardstock, so it has a really nice tough feel to it. So even with intricate cuts such as this, it works out fine. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to place it just here to kind of soften the background a little bit, and I'm going to put glue towards the bottom of this. Now just try and see which is the best way to place it, and I think I like it this way. Looks really pretty. Look at that, just gorgeous. So I'm just going to put some glue, just, you know, a little bit here and there, but towards the bottom of this, so that yeah, even if you can see a little bit of the glue, it doesn't matter. It kind of looks a bit like the background, you know, just speckled and non-perfect. It's like eclectic collections of, you know, bits and pieces there, which is what I like. This is a very artsy one. I haven't done an artsy one for a little while, so this is really lovely. Just make sure that sticks down. Just hold that down, and then I'm going to bring over some like vegetation, corals and other things. So I'll put that towards the bottom, and that one here, so it's like a little cluster of things down here, and then I'll put this and that here too, I think. Alright, so I'll stick this one down, but I won't stick it fully down. I'll let the little top parts of this stay on. Sorry, it's a bit white on white. Okay. Just bits and pieces of glue. Put that right down here. Might stick this bits down too. Yeah, that's better. Okay, stick this down too. I don't know why, but you can hardly tell that I've put glue behind this vellum, which is nice. Because the background is all speckled and things, you can hardly tell, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to put my sand dollar here, that one here and that one there, and I'll put this just there like that, I think, like so. Yeah, well, I'll put this here. No, just thinking now how I'm going to do this. Like so, and like this, I think, and like that. Yep, I think I've got it. All right, so I'll stick with this one. So I'll stick some glue. And I'm going to now stick this down. Pop this there too. And I'll stick that just kind of underneath that sandola there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't you just love that? It's kind of messy and artistic, but I quite like that. See that? I don't mind that at all. Looks good. But I think it needs a little bit more white in it somehow, just to break it up a little. So I'm just thinking what else I need to do. Just give me one moment and I will be back. Okay, so I had a bit of a think, and the dies include this little like cluster of teeny tiny fish. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to cut some out using Whisper White cardstock, because I just want to add a little bit more white. And I've got a scrap piece of paper here which we can use. And so I'll use that. And I'll just grab my Big Shot. We'll just scatter a few little fish here and there. I think that will look cute. So I'll just cut that out. Right, this goes this way like that. All right, perfect. Oh, already some of the fish is here. Isn't that cute? They're so tiny. Like, they're really tiny. Like, they're ridiculously tiny. But I think they're cute. But that's the effect. So you can put that as a on the back as like a background. But I'm just going to leave it on here for the time being. I'm going to keep these on my cutting plate so I don't lose them. Oops. Pop this away, and I'm just going to bring now my Pick Me Up thingy. Just a second. Forgot to bring that with me. All right. So I've got my Pick Me Up thingy. So for little teeny tiny pieces, that comes in very handy. So I'm just going to do some blobs of glue where I think it'll look nice. Just little globs here and there. And then I'll get my Pick Me Up sticking thing. Get the lid off that. Get my putty and just stick that on there. So it's got teeny tiny fish on there, like little baby fish almost. It's a little intricate, but I think it's totally worth it. So cute. Is this part. And I'll just pick up some more little fish here and there. Oops. Oh, I was stuck on my finger. Okay, stick that over there. Get a bit more glue because there's a bit of excess glue over there, so I'm just going to stick it over there. That's better. Grab this. Put that there. And that one kind of... Might stick another couple down there. So I'll just get some glue and put that down there and here. You don't have to go through all this trouble, but I just think it looks really, really cute. I just like it. It's different, you know. I like to try and be a little bit different. Got one other one there somewhere, I think. And I think I'm done with the sticking down with the teeny tiny fish. But if you have your, take your pick tool or one of these, whatever you've got on hand, these are great for little teeny tiny pieces like that. Makes a really good job of putting these things down. I think that looks super duper cute. Look at that. It's just teeny tiny fish swimming through in and out of that netting, which is a very subtle background there. So what I'll do now is I'll grab my card base. I'm going to stick that on top with some glue. You can use whichever adhesive you like. I have to admit I miss the fast fuse we had before. So anyway, now that I have liquid glue, I just don't bother. I'm not going to bother getting anything else, but anyway, this is it now. Oh. So that is for that one. And now I'm going to stick the other two the stars on the inside. So I'll take, I'll use my tweezers for this. If I can pick it up would be great, and I could have used my pick-me-up, but I didn't think of that just then. Yeah, just put some glue just in the middle. I'll stick that here. I'm going to leave it sentiment free. I'll decide at a later date if I want to use it for something, but it's on hand, so it can be used for any occasion really. So that's the two stars that we had self-coloured with Gorgeous Grape and Melon Mumbo. And that's the front of the card. So can you see that netting? It's very subtle, but I like it. But I think that also needs something here. Something pink or purple there. Let me think now. Or maybe a bit of both, because I've blended two colours here. What I will do is I will cut out another little cluster of vegetation, but I'll do it in different colours. Yes, I just think it just needs a little bit more colour there. So I might be adding on too much, I don't know, but that's the process. As I said, I haven't done this before, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Put this on here. That will look really cool with the two colours. Let's see how that turns out. Okay. Pop that away. Oh wow, that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks lovely. Love it. Let's see if there's room from behind, because sometimes I don't stick it right down. I think I'll stick it down the bottom and then I'll trim that off. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'll use that top part there. And even though I stuck it down, I'll just follow the line with some scissors. So I'll go and grab the scissors. Sorry about this. Completely forgot. Okay, I've got my scissors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the line. And hopefully, I don't recommend you do that, but it happens. And I managed it. Oh wow, that was good. I didn't think I would. But there you go. I think that looks a lot better, and you can add a sentiment up here. Let me know what you think. I know it looks like a bit of a hot mess, but I quite like the way it has turned out for me. So yeah, let me know what you think. So I'll bring it up close so you can see it up close. I quite like it. It's very different. And I'll bring this up a little bit more just so you can see it more. It has quite a bit of texture. I quite like it. It's different. Let me know your thoughts, whether you like it or not. So yeah, if you have been thinking about this Sea of Texture stamp set, this is really, this is a really good one. I like it. Different. And as I said, I haven't used it till now, so that will be interesting how you guys take it. And also the waterfront stamp set, I've used this several times, and it's a great set. I quite like it. Oh yeah, and don't forget the, oh excuse me, the subtle dynamic embossing folder. This is a must. I think everyone should have this in their collection. And I just love that subtle effect in the background. So take care everyone. Thanks for watching. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. All products can be purchased through my online store at pepperlyrose.stampinup.net. Bye for now. See you next time.